Direct Auto Insurance. Fly away to Bound for Glory for free. Register to win now at directimpactwin.com. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of TNA Today. It's Borash back with you again, and I have with me one of my favorite people in the entire world, Mr. Sonjay Dutt. Sonjay, good to have you back on TNA Today.
Thank you very much, JB. You're one of my favorite people in the world, too, so I worked out
mutual
right.
admiration
How about
society
that?
around here.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about that? Hey, sorry what happened this last Thursday. Ridiculous. I mean, it seems Ion is really just... He's shown a lot of viciousness out there.
You know, it started at no surrender. You know, he grabbed that submission and he tried to yank my arm out then. I guess he kind of succeeded at Impact a couple days later, so here we are again.
And you've had continuous problems with the shoulder. Obviously, that's been a nagging issue, a nagging injury for many years now.
Many years.
Is there, it's a nagging injury. What is the end-all, be-all? I mean, does it just require a major surgery, or is it just something you're going to have to live with the rest of your life?
I think it's something that I'm going to have to live with. And as wrestlers, we have these injuries and we have these nagging pains, and you kind of do learn to live with it. There's no time off. There's no off season. There's no room for that. So you got to go, and you got to have that in you. And I think that's something that, like you said, I'm just going to have to live with. Absolutely.
Let's talk about the X Division title.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
I mean, you're like the Susan Lucci. I mean, like,
I keep trying, but
what's the deal? I mean,
I don't know.
I actually think you're going to be heavyweight champion someday.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's the thing.
Yeah,
maybe I was just going to say, forget the X Division. Let's go right to the top dogs.
Yeah.
But you know what? I honestly do think at the bottom of my heart that the X Division title is kind of my destiny. And we were just talking about how, when I did start with TNA and how long it's been since the day one that I walked into these doors, and I still think that that's my destiny, and I still think that this is, my time to shine. This is a new Sonjay. This is a different Sonjay. This is Sonjay that people haven't seen in the past. I was out of TNA for quite a bit of time, and I still perfected my craft in Japan and Australia and whatnot. So this is a new Sonjay, and it's going to be my time. I will guarantee you that.
Yeah. Well, not only are you spectacular to watch in the ring, but I don't mind telling you, young man, you're a smart cookie. You really are.
In some circles.
I know you are. I mean, obviously, while you've been wrestling this entire time, you've actually gone to school.
Yeah.
And earned yourself a college degree.
Yeah. I graduated from George Mason University.
Yeah, that's a pretty,
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I got my Bachelor of Arts in Comm and Communication. I concentrated on public relations. Matter of fact, when I first started with TNA, when we were in Nashville at the Asylum, I would bring my homework with me. And after we got done at the Asylum, I'd go to the hotel, and everybody else would be partying it up and having a good time. And I was stuck in my books upstairs, getting my homework done. I remember I would land back home. Wednesday nights we had the pay-per-view. Thursday nights I'd land. Thursday morning I'd land. I'd go straight to class for the whole day. And that was for the first 2 years of being in TNA was going to school. And I pretty much graduated on time. I got my degree, and I'm a professional wrestler.
And what did you get a degree in then now?
Communications, public relations is my concentration. I've done nothing with it, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
Your parents would be like, Sonjay, you're 30 years old, would you?
They're waiting. Yeah. They like seeing it up on the wall there.
Right.
But they're waiting for something.
It's an expensive piece of paper.
It's an very expensive piece of paper. That's the best way to put it.
Right. Well, you got that piece of paper though, and I commend you for that. Obviously. But you really, if you think about it, you started with this company when you were 20.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're 30 now. So
yeah.
you were there right at the beginning.
Absolutely.
You told me that you have not actually worked. I don't want to say worked because you've certainly worked.
Yes.
But you haven't worked a 9-to-5 job. You haven't worked
a normal job. What people would consider going to work, and
you never have.
Never have.
Wow.
Never have. I was living in my parents' house when I was in college at their basement, and I signed with TNA. I was 20 years old, and off to the races from there. Who needs school?
Who needs school?
Pro wrestler.
Yeah. When I can drive to Philly and work in Indy for $20, right?
Exactly. Who needs school?
No, but you put in your time. I mean, that's an education unto itself.
It is.
Talking about paying your dues.
Absolutely. I would tell you at the beginning, it was a tough juggling act. It was following your dream, and getting an education, and I knew that if I stopped school then, I would never go back. Who would really go back after? Hey, like you said, I'm driving to Philly. Who needs school? I'm not. After that, it's all uphill, right?
What those CCW shows pay? Tell me the truth.
The beginning?
Yeah.
The beginning was $50.
Okay.
I moved up into triple digits.
Oh, you got into the high dollars.
I got into high dollars. I did.
Wow. Hey, I'll tell you what though, that's all part of paying your dues.
It is paying your dues, and like you said, it's just you have a vision, you have a dream, and that's what I did, and I knew what I needed to do. I needed to be focused, and I knew what I was working towards.
Yeah.
And here we are today.
Now you have a wonderful family.
Yes, absolutely.
Care to indulge us with?
Yeah. I'm a family man at heart. I'm a professional wrestler second, I'd say, but I'm a family man. I got my beautiful wife, my beautiful daughter is just turning 2 in a few months, and my wife and we've been together since we were teenagers.
Yeah. What a love story.
11 years, I think.
Yeah, right? Can you believe that?
What was I thinking, JB? What was I thinking? Why'd you talk some sense into me?
No. You believe me, you got a winner
Slap
there.
me
You were
around a
lucky.
little
You're a
bit.
lucky man. She's a wonderful woman.
Yeah, definitely. I love being a family man. Tuesday nights is family night at Chick-fil-A. Just want to put that out there.
How? What do you get? Number one?
I like to switch it up.
Okay.
And we got activities. This Tuesday we had a face painter.
Oh, cool.
I didn't get my face painted.
No.
No. My daughter got a little butterfly in her arm.
Oh, okay. I thought you'd go like Road Warrior Animal or something.
You know what? I wanted to.
Yeah.
I actually showed her a little picture. I said, "Can you do this?" A little too complex.
Yeah, not at Chick-fil-A. I mean, you got to go to a high dollar place. You got to go to an Olive Garden to get that kind of face
There
paint.
you go.
Yeah.
Put down the big bucks.
Right. Wow. So you got the daughter, you have the wife, you have the family, and then of course you travel a lot as a professional wrestler. I understand you're going to Russia.
Yeah, heading to Moscow, Russia.
Yeah, right. What are you just picking up a shot there? They're paying you more than $50.
I'm just making towns, JB. I'm just a good brother making towns. Orlando one day, Moscow the next.
Yeah.
That's it. My first time to Russia. Obviously, I think not many people have just kind of gone to Russia for a weekend.
Right.
Which is literally what I'm doing for a weekend. I'm literally there a week, day and a half.
Enjoy the sights.
I'm gonna try. Show me one thing. Let me land. Show me one thing. Let me wrestle. Let me go home.
Yeah.
Then I can say, hey, got that check mark on the passport.
Oh,
JB,
right.
I know yours is real thick.
Woo.
So that's always cool to have, and to say I've been to Moscow. I've been to a former communist country.
Yeah, how about that?
Not bad, huh?
Right? I met Mikhail Gorbachev one time.
No, you didn't.
True story.
How
Minneapolis,
about that?
Minnesota. St. Paul, actually.
What was he doing there?
He came through.
Radio station?
No, he came through St. Paul. He did one stop in America in his last, this is so long ago.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, for those, I'm dating myself now. For Mikhail Gorbachev, look it up in your history books. I met Abe Lincoln too.
I remember as a kid, I just knew him, of course, like everybody else did
From the gimmick.
Yeah. From the little gimmick.
You know how that's the first time I met Aaron Neville? I knew him from the gimmick.
From the milk dud.
The milk dud stuck to his head. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm so glad I'm not identified by the mole or whatever.
Gimmick.
Yeah.
But hey, there's that gimmick.
Yeah.
Oh, it's JB, the gimmick.
Yeah. He's got that deal on his head. Thank God we don't have those things. Not that if you have one, not that there's any
No,
wrong with it,
not at all.
I don't want to be
Not at all.
identified by
By a gimmick.
that Iglesias kid with the deal. That's
Yes.
gone too. He
Well,
got
Beauty
that.
Mark.
Yeah, he got that move.
Cindy Crawford.
Cindy Crawford. Yeah. Thank God we're just known for our beautiful faces.
I do have a nice gnarly little skin tag here. My daughter always tries to yank off from me all the time.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel too
You
good.
had something back on your back there too.
Woo! How about that? Okay.
I literally threw up in my
I
mouth.
have a big cyst on my back, and Leanne, our massage therapist, she decided that she just wanted to pop the thing, and pus was squirting out. It almost nailed you,
It
JB.
almost, I walking by, almost got I had a duck.
Yeah, definitely. You were almost a casualty of war there.
Yeah.
She loved it. And my wife loves doing it, and I think we're talking about how women just love plucking and picking
Popping
and
stuff and what's with that?
I don't know. But my cyst is all clear now.
It was
huge.
It was huge.
It was, I'd say half of a golf ball. It
Yeah.
was big. It was big.
I mean, I was about ready to get a bobby pin and a lighter to get that thing going. You know what I mean? Like, good gracious almighty. Well, I'll tell you what. I hope you're not out long, but I guess it's going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a little while.
Yeah, definitely it is going to be a little while, but I mean, it's not as bad as it was at Destination X, which is a good thing. It's a positive thing. But I just want to say this is not over between Zima and I. He started, like I said, in No Surrender. You know, he tried to get it personal and try to yank my arm out. Now at Impact last week, so it definitely isn't over. Hard feelings are there.
Yeah, and really, I want to just take off your hat real quick. I see you challenge him to a hair versus hair match. Get rid of that ridiculous mop he's got on his head.
I'll tell you, we have a hair versus beef match coming up.
A hair versus what?
A hair versus beef match. If he wins, I've got to eat a hamburger, and if I win, I get to shave his head. And so all the fans out there,
No red meat.
no, not for me. Never, never.
What tell us that?
Religiously in my household growing up, we just never ate beef, and it was something that just kind of stuck with me growing up. And yeah, so be it. I never had it. I don't indulge in the red meat. Don't indulge in the cow, JB. No.
When we were in India together, we saw cows right on the side of the road.
Exactly. You don't eat them.
No.
Just let them roam.
They're too valuable to the land.
Yeah, they run things. They run the country.
Yeah, they do.
They do run the country, and they run the world.
Cows run the world.
Eat more chicken. What does Chick-fil-A say?
Yeah.
More chicken.
Bovine. We've gone full circle.
There we go.
All right.
Here we go.
Sonjay Dutt. Hey, rest that right
Thank
wing
you
there,
very
man.
much.
I hope to see you back in the
Appreciate
ring
you
real
having
soon.
me, JB.
And of course, you can follow him at Sonjay Dutterson. And pick him up on Twitter. He's a lot of fun to watch. And follow on Twitter. We are back with more TNA Today right back here at ImpactWrestling.com.